What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here. Today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the Bandai Movie Monster Series Limited King Ghidorah from Godzilla or Operation Jet Jaguar clear version. I'm not entirely sure what the exact name is, but with that being said, nothing more to it. Now get right on into it. Now, last, as you notice, I don't need a knife for this one. But we do have the figure still in the protective wrap. You can kind of see the prongs on the head came out. So we're going to lift that up. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! There we are. And here it is. As you can see, like most Ghidorah figures, Bandai's, if you ever ship them, they usually tend to get warped pretty easily just because of the heads. You know, one head gets pushed next to the other head and vice versa. So then you kind of get them a little distributed unevenly. But it's nothing some heat cannot fix, right? So here it is. This one does have a tag. So I guess they're kind of going for the whole like introduction where Ghidorah arrives in the flames type of business. Bandai Movie Monster Series. Operation, I think that's what it's called. Operation G or Operation Jet Jaguar. From the suitmation broadcast that they had this past Godzilla Day. Obviously, the one before this, they had the first part of it, which ended off in a cliffhanger, which I believe was the introduction of this Ghidorah. And then this past year is the one where they kind of continued and finished the story. So very cool. As you can tell, it is the GMK King Ghidorah mold in the 6-inch scale. I personally this is my first GMK 6-inch. No, this is my first GMK Ghidorah. Yeah, this is my first GMK Ghidorah in quotations. You know, it's the reused suit, which is very cool to see. In terms of articulation, it looks like the legs kind of just can come around. The wings cannot move, which I'm kind of surprised at, unless they are really, really stiff. I'm not really getting any movement on the wings because I thought previous Ghidorah's wings could move up and down. And then obviously the tails cannot move individually either. So it looks like just the legs for the piece of articulation. But yeah, as you can see, a little bit of warp along the wings as well as the head. Like I said, nothing a little heat cannot fix. So that's really good to see. But in terms of that, scale-wise, you know, it's a Ghidorah, so it'll definitely take up some space. But in the 6-inch scale, you know, it's not the worst, in my honest opinion. There's a lot of other Ghidorahs that take up a lot more space. But, I mean, the tail is pretty long. From head to tail, it actually is pretty long, and it is pretty wide. So, you know, can't really, like, you know what you're getting into if you buy a Ghidorah. It's going to take some space. So, it is pretty cool, though. I really do love the coloration, the kind of clear translucency seen throughout the entire figure. And then you do have like the highlights of the kind of orange seen throughout the figure, but it's not too overpowering to where you can't see through them. Like you can still see through the figure with the orange paint applicated onto it. So I really like it. It kind of looks, I don't want to say charred because I don't think that's the right word, but it's like enough detail for it not to be too, I guess, disappointing in paint. Like there is the figure, which is this clear, like translucent plastic vinyl. And then it also has the paint apps, which look nice. And then obviously I love it so much because it's the GMK one. First one. So until, you know, Haya or Monstarts make one, this is the first one, which is awesome. And it comes from the short film, which is even cooler because, you know, they don't always have to make figures for stuff like that. Anyways, that is our figure there. Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. I'm going to bring out the Final Wars suit. Oh, just realized that. A little bit of paint on the nails. This is the Final Wars suit. Obviously, it's not from the Operation Jet Jaguar short film, but it did use the Final Wars suit. So thought it'd go hand in hand. You know, the 6-inch scale to where they're at. And then I'm going to go ahead and do let's do the Ride Ghidorah. I'm going to go ahead and do Ghidorah from Godzilla the Ride. That design, and as you can see, this one's pretty wide, but you know what? Maybe actually like in terms of length, like it looks like the Operation Jet Jaguar one is actually longer in terms of length, I would like to imagine. With the tail is prolonged all the way out there, I believe it is. But lastly, let's get a Jet Jaguar. I actually was doing comparisons and then I was like, okay, I forgot to get old Jet out. So here's Jet Jaguar. This was the retro color version that they did. And there it is. So yeah, that really is about it in terms of, fair comparisons I could make. I do believe they are releasing the Operation Jet Jaguar exclusive Bandai figure, and that one comes with the modifications for the Gigan arm, and I want to say it comes with something else, but I might be missing it off the top of my head. But that one I do have on pre-order, so as soon as that one comes in, I will do a review in comparison with this one, just because they go with each other. So with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of the King Ghidorah let me know what you guys thought of the Bandai Movie Monster Series King Ghidorah 2024 from Operation Jet Jaguar. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!